Welcome back. Today we are joined by Gabe Rockers with Edward Jones. Gabe, thanks for joining us today.
You betcha. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So today we're going to be talking about planning your finances to achieve your financial goals. We always hear we need to start planning. We need to start planning earlier is better. And it begs the question, is failure to plan planning to fail? So why should people take planning your finances so seriously?
Great question. I do believe that to get more effective outcomes in life and the experiences that we deal with in life, to think ahead, to plan ahead, usually puts us in a better spot to achieve better outcomes. So I don't believe that our financial goals or our financial strategies are any different. I believe big time that people need to be thinking about their future wants and or needs, and the sooner they can start creating or implementing strategies to accomplish those future wants and or needs, the more likely they are to achieve those goals.
Okay, so planning for your finances, the earlier the better to achieve your goals. What steps should you be taking to help you keep moving forward in the goals that you make?
You bet. I mean, I think first people have to quantify what their goals are. Let's establish some goals. Do we have short-term goals like buying a hunting property or buying a boat for the lake? Do we have long-term goals like eventually wanting to control our schedule and not always have to get up and go to work? We call that retirement. Usually most of us would want to achieve retirement at some point in time. Once you create those goals and you quantify those goals, then it's time to create some strategies or implement some strategies that help you to achieve those goals. For example, if I'm hoping to buy a boat in 2 to 3 years, I'm probably going to want to save money in a fashion that maybe doesn't carry as much risk to my money as when I invest towards my longer term goal like retirement. So, as soon as, again, I've created my goals, quantified my goals, started creating strategies, another couple of things that I need to do to have a better outcome or chance of success for those goals is, one, control my debts. It's one thing to have a mortgage payment or to be paying on a car, where I would refer to those as reasonable debts. Those are investments in your present and or your future. But when you carry a lot of high interest bearing debt like credit card debt, that's going to impact your monies and your ability to save and invest towards either those shorter term and or longer term goals. In addition, we've got to prepare for obstacles that are bound to come to us throughout life. Now, Mary Grace, I don't know when you're going to hit a bump in the road or an obstacle, an unplanned expense, but I can promise you're going to hit one. And I don't know not only when it is, but what the magnitude of it is. So what you ought to do to better protect yourself from that situation is build and maintain an effective emergency fund. That way you don't have to derail your investment strategy for those goals to take care of that unplanned expense. And then finally, what I think is so ever present today is you've got to consistently review your strategies and your plans and your goals and how you quantified those goals. I mean, with all the inflationary pressure we've seen of recent, the boat that you wanted to buy in 2 to 3 years may still be the goal, but the number on that boat may have changed. And the number needed to have a successful retirement has most likely changed. So people need to review those strategies and amend or revise as necessary. And if we can do that kind of consistently, I do believe that people will have planned better and therefore they'll execute and reach more of their goals.
Gabe, that's all very helpful, extremely helpful tips. How can people get in contact with you or someone else from Edward Jones to go ahead and improve or review that strategy, since it is such a big task, sometimes overwhelming?
I appreciate you asking. I'm on the South Belt down near the Tractor Supply and the Walmart. Anybody can walk in any day or pick up the phone and give us a call and try to schedule a time so we can sit down. And what we really want to do is understand what's important to our clients or potential clients, what their tolerance for risk is, what their time horizon is, and develop that strategy that allows them to accomplish that goal, all the while making sure we're taking care of the blind spots in our mirrors. And so we're preparing for those obstacles, we're controlling our debts, and making sure we're maintaining that effective emergency fund.
All right, Gabe Rockers with Edward Jones. Gabe, thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you guys for having me. I hope everybody enjoys this wonderful fall weather.
Thank you.